Tres, dos, uno. Welcome back to the channel, my friends. I am so fucking excited for the new year. Happy New Year, everybody, for one. Okay, let's just start there. But I am so excited for this next year, right? It's like a fresh start. It feels fresh, anyways. And I get to just absolutely kill it again for another year. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so blessed to even have this year, man, from God, from the universe, from whatever, to have my family, to have my health, all of that stuff, to be able to read more books. I have some great reads right here that I'm going to get into. To be able to write more content, to create more content, to shoot more videos, to learn more things, to upgrade my skills, to apply my skills, to build new things, to serve others with value that I create with the skills that I build from acquiring the knowledge and skill that I get from my work every single day. Like, I am so excited about this next year, excited to just live another day, live another week, live another month, another string of months into the next year of 2026, right? Today is January 1st. I'm so fucking hyped up, and it's not just for the new year, but just the fact that I get to help more people and become more, expand more, push my threshold, push my potential, see what's going to happen, in this next year as I create more. And I know the year is nothing like the year starting over. It's not like anything's changed since yesterday, but it feels fresh. And I believe that humans feel good when you get to feel fresh. It feels good to have a fresh start. And we all know that, right? Even if you play video games, it feels good to sometimes go back to level 1. Instead of being in your end game, maxed out build, maxed out weapons and all that stuff, it feels good to go back to the start of the game and play again from scratch. Like, it just does. And so that's how it kind of feels for me for this year. Is I'm just going to kill it again and go harder and have my best year that I've ever had before this year, just as I did last year and just as I did the year before. And so I'm just extremely excited. I want to bring you guys so much more content, so many more products, so many more ideas, so many more solutions to problems that I solve. And so I really want to just hop on here today, give you that happy new year, put this out there so I can know, like, this is who I am today. But this year, I'm going to upgrade my relationships. I'm going to upgrade my health. I'm going to upgrade my fitness, right? Get bigger muscles, right? Get a smarter mind, get better relationships with new people, new connections, with strangers, with friends, with family, like build new, deeper connections, pursue more fulfillment, build more passion, apply that skill set to create more of the life that I want to live, travel the world, explore, experience things. And I want to give you guys the hope, the energy that I feel, so that you can go and take some of that, siphon some of that from me, if you will. It's totally fine. I'll summon up more energy. I have no problem giving you guys some of my energy, and go create the life you want to live. And so what I'm going to actually be talking about over the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months even, and just ripping through for you guys, is books, studying successful people, studying the top people, the top performers in any area that I study. So in entrepreneurship, that's billionaires. In sports and health and fitness, that's health influencers and bodybuilders and top athletes, right? If you've never read the book Tools of Titans by Tim Ferris, amazing. He just basically compiles a whole shit ton of top performers in all industries and all fields or whatever. And they talk about, in 3 different sections of the book, health, wealth, and wisdom, respectively. So healthy, wealthy, and wise is what Ben Franklin actually said were the 3 legs to the stool of life, of a successful life. And if you have those 3, you'll be good. And if you're missing one of those 3, you'll feel lacking in some way. That is the same thing I say about having habits that pour into your spirit, your emotions, your wisdom, or your intelligence, and of course your body. So if you're lacking, because we are physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental beings, if you're lacking in any of those areas, you will feel a sense of dis-ease, a sense of not living the full life that you wish you were. So just a few habits you can actually adopt today for the new year, for pouring into those areas, is working out, right? Just move your body a little bit, doing whatever you need to do to make it sustainable. Maybe that's walking, maybe that's playing soccer, maybe that's going surfing, maybe that's going snowboarding, maybe that's hitting the gym, doing calisthenics or weight training or Pilates, right? So do something that moves your body. Do something that improves your mind, works out your mind, which is going to be reading, of course, watching podcasts, taking notes, applying those things into your life, because we actually learn the most through doing, but we can't do unless we learn. And so most of learning actually comes through experience, but 25%, let's say, but a vital 25% comes through learning. Okay, so you want to take in information and apply it in your life in whatever way that ends up being for you. Build a business if you're learning about business. Write online if you're learning about ideas that you want to cement into your mind. Write online. Teach people them, share them, because when you're teaching, you not only learn twice, the teacher always learns twice, but you also identify gaps in your knowledge. When you can't teach a thing, it's because you don't know it well enough yet. And so as you're trying to teach, you're going to find gaps in your knowledge that you can fill in and make yourself better. And so teaching, writing online, sharing online, creating content is actually a selfish act disguised as a selfless act, As I help you, as I help people with the ideas and the topics and the skills that I teach you, I actually get better at them myself. Far more of the benefits come to me actually than they go to you. But that's not to say benefits won't go to you by me teaching. So it is a very important idea to actually be selfish by pouring into yourself so that you can be selfless by pouring into others. But if you do the opposite, if you skip pouring into yourself, you will never fulfill your potential, not in life and not in your ability to serve and help others, to impact the world around you in a meaningful way. And that's not just strangers online, right? That's your family, that's your friends, that's the people around you closest to you that you love the most. That's your partner. So make sure that you actually do pour into yourself this year and pour into others via the overflow. Don't skip yourself. Pour into yourself first. As a matter of fact, I dedicate my first 2, 3, 4, 5 hours in the morning every single day into pouring into myself. I don't have conversations. I don't gossip. I don't judge others. I don't do anything. I don't go on social media. I don't check emails. I don't check DMs. I don't open loops that I'm going to have to now think about when you pretty much open text from people and all those things. Like the open loops in your mind, those are just sitting in your head now. Or when you know you have a party coming up later or a meeting coming up later. Now it's just in your mind. So in the morning, I'm basically disconnected from the world and I just focus on writing, building, reading, thinking. So I get all of that stuff done in the morning, working out, meditation, journaling, right? Whatever I want to basically is just me time because it helps me pour into others the best I possibly can, which of course is fulfilling for humans, is to work hard, to gain skills for yourself, and to use those skills to serve other people. A very fulfilling pursuit and a hard pursuit, a difficult pursuit, but well worth the effort, right? The rewards are well worth the effort, Hill said in Think and Grow Rich. And I saw someone trying to disprove Napoleon Hill and his work. Hilarious. Okay. If you want to disprove that, then go read the book and experiment with what he tells you and try to prove it wrong and poke holes in it yourself. Don't listen to other people talking about Napoleon Hill's bad, Think and Grow Rich is bad, courses online are bad, blah, 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 all this bullshit, right? People, they spew all this random shit, and where people mess up is where they actually take all this information from people, from comment sections, from their friends, from their family, from all these dumb people who don't have results that you actually want in your life. Like if somebody is telling you don't start a business and they have never started a business, do not listen to them, please. And if somebody is telling you don't start a business and they have started a business, pay attention. Then ask yourself, are they speaking from experience that business is bad, business doesn't work? Or are they speaking from concepts and ideas that they've read, that they've seen? Did they fail in business, right? If they failed in business or failed in health or failed in relationships, don't take their advice on those things. And when you even take advice from successful people, right? Now we're moving into, these guys are already good. You know this guy's good at relationships. But when you're taking advice from successful people, do not take everything they say as truth. Especially don't do this from non-successful people, right? I see this all the time in comment sections. People will listen to people in the comment sections. Like these people are just stupid ass average people. They don't have anything you want. They don't know anything more than you know, right? So don't listen to their comments and then take them for truth. Take them for potentially true. Then go test those ideas, disprove them, experiment with them, and then draw your own conclusions. Jim Rohn said, be a student, right? Be a student. Don't take orders, take advice. Okay, go test that advice, disprove it, prove it right, whatever, experiment, draw your own conclusion from this new belief, this new idea, and then come to your own conclusion about whether or not it's actually the truth for you, useful in your circumstances, right? Don't just take from people and then take it as truth. It's complete nonsense most of the time, right? Most of the time you want to take things as potentially true and then go test them, use them, and determine what is truth for yourself. Okay? Be in pursuit of the truth, not what's true to this random person. The truth, the thing that works, the thing that is, right? The physics of how a thing operates, whether that be progress, whether that be relationships or goals, setting and achieving. Like, don't listen to your family members if they don't set and achieve goals. When they're telling you, don't set and achieve goals that way, do it this way. Like, no, I don't want to do it that way. Like, I want to listen to the best people in the world, and that's it. And I'm going to do what they do because I want to produce results they produce. So going into this next year, my friends, go hard, have the best year you ever had. Make the decision now, right now, today, on the 1st of January, on the 1st of this year, that you're going to create the best year you've ever had, that you're going to set goals, that you're going to design a life that you want to live, and you're going to move towards it every single day. And your why for that vision that you created, and how you create a vision, by the way, is asking questions, right? Who do I want to be? Where do I want to be in 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? What do I want to be doing? What skills do I want to have? What goals do I want to have accomplished? What places do I want to have explored? What people do I want to have experienced? What values do I want to have when I get there? And then you're going to find someone who's successful at those things. What kind of body do I want to have? What kind of relationships do I want to have? What kind of health do I want to have? How much money do I want to make? What kind of business do I want to have? Or what skills do I want to have that make me money? Maybe it's not business. Maybe I'm in sales, right? And then you're going to find somebody. Notice I'm saying somebody, one person, not 1,000, not 100, not 10, not 5. One person who has what you want, who's really good at sales, right? Who's really good at health, who's really good at fitness, who is really good at relationships in the way you want to do them, right? If that's polyamorous, find a polyamorous person who's really good at that. If that's monogamy, then find a monogamous person who's really good at that. What I'm saying is there's no right or wrong answer. Don't let somebody guilt you kind of into your goals, into what you want. Oh, you shouldn't want money. Oh, you shouldn't want a business. Why are you so greedy? When's enough, right? Well, you shouldn't want to be that smart. No one needs to be that smart. God's smarter than all of us. So just stop trying, right? People have all these weird ideas around pursuing things. Don't let them get to you. Design the life you want to live. Find somebody who has that piece of your life, that health, that business, and then study that person relentlessly. Engulf yourself, envelop yourself, develop yourself by enveloping yourself, immersing yourself in that world that they're in, and only do what they do. Test, experiment, come to your own conclusions, move forward. Test, experiment, come to your own conclusions, move forward. Right? As you make mistakes, as you take action, as you build these areas of your life, which you will, know that failure is not apart from success. Failure is a part of success, right? Only in school, where they're trying to program you, by the way, where they did program you, the indoctrination camps by the government, only in school is success, the grade, right? A, the opposite of failure, right? In real life, success and failure come together. As you fail, you get to learn because failure is the most information rich data source that you have. And so every time you fail, it tells you quite literally, if you acknowledge it, if you reflect on it, it tells you quite literally the information you needed to get better and to avoid failing in that way in the future. And so as fast as you can fail, as fast as you can get up and learn and acknowledge the failure, take from the failure, apply it to more action and get better and better and better and better and better, is as fast as you'll get good at any skill you want. And that's another point I'll make right now is this year, guys, adopt the growth mindset. If you want to learn more about the growth mindset, I encourage you to go check out Impact Theory or just follow my channel because I'll be talking a shit ton about the growth mindset. It is all that matters. If you don't have a growth mindset, none of this stuff matters. Okay. You won't go after goals. You won't try to build skills. Why? Because you don't believe you can. And if you don't believe you can build skills and get better at anything, and that with time and effort, you really are getting better, you won't continue on. Why would you? I wouldn't, right? I would not continue on trying to build a skill of, say, writing online, writing copy, making content, if I didn't believe that I could get better and that with time and effort, I really am getting better. And if I get as good as I possibly can, if I push my potential over and over and over and over and over, at some point I will get the results that I want because there's only so much improving that you can do before you're so good that you can't be ignored. And one of my favorite quotes that I learned from my mentor, but it comes from Kobe Bryant, is booze don't block dunks. Booze don't block dunks, meaning no matter who laughs at you, no matter how dumb you look, no matter how many times you mess up, so long as you get up and go again and get better and better and better and better and better, it does not matter what people say about you. You can't be stopped, right? Booze don't block dunks. It doesn't matter. If you get so good that you can't be ignored, people will find you. People will give you the rewards that you've earned, right? If you want to be rewarded, then you need to be deserving of that reward. And all that takes is work. All that takes is time and effort. But it also takes being clear on what work, time, and effort you need to put in. And how do you get clear on the work and effort that you need to put in? You design the life that you want to live. If you have a clear vision, you know where to be going. If you know you want to be fit and ripped, you know what to be doing today. You need to be hitting the gym. You need to be drinking water. You need to be eating good foods, right? Protein. But if you don't know you want to be healthy and fit and jacked and ripped and awesome, then of course you'll never know how to start moving towards that. And so if you're going day to day right now, making decisions without a clear vision of where you want to end up, then you have a problem. But it's not an unsolvable problem. Remember, successful people know, 1, all problems have solutions. 2, all solutions come from other people. You can find them because other people have solved the problem that you have. All your job is to identify where you want to go, set the goal of going there, and then identifying problems, things that are stopping you. And once you are able to identify those problems, you can go find somebody who has the solution, or you can create a solution, which you'll be able to get really good at doing. And so 1, all problems have solutions. 2, someone has the solution to your problem. And 3, all your job is to identify the problems that are stopping you. But you'll never be able to identify those problems if you don't set a goal. Once you set a goal, your mind is a goal achieving machine. So not only will it start highlighting things in your life that will be the resources you need, the people, the conversations, the books, the skills you need to get towards that goal, the habits you need to get towards that goal, the content you need to get towards that goal, it will also help you identify problems that are stopping you from getting towards that goal. And that's what you actually want, because once you can identify problems, you can solve the problem. Once you solve a problem, you get better. Okay. The essence of self-development is to literally identify problems in your life and then solve them and get better. That is self-development in its simplest nutshell. And what are problems in your life? Things that are stopping you from moving towards your goals. They're strengths that you wish you had that you don't have yet. They're weaknesses that you have that you wish you didn't have. Right? Those are both going to be problems that you can solve, goals that you can set. I want to build this strength. Okay, so what's stopping me from building that strength? Let me go work on that. I want to get rid of this weakness. Okay, what's keeping me having this weakness? I want to go get rid of that. Am I procrastinating too much? Right? Am I sleeping too much? Am I waking up too late? Am I not planning my day right? Right? And on the other side is strengths. Am I not able to create content like I want to? Am I not able to create any outcome that I want to? Am I not able to sell my products? Am I not able to make big asks? Am I not able to push into fear? Like, what is stopping me from doing those things? Let me go work on those by identifying solutions to those problems, or identifying people who have solutions to those problems, taking their information, applying it into my life, and upgrading myself. That is self-development, my friends, and it will change your entire life. I can tell you that for a fact because my life is a prime example of what self-development can do for one person. Because just 2 years ago, if you were to look at me, you would have seen somebody, a kid, 20 years old, right? And for the first 20 years of my life, I was literally hopeless, lost, depressed. People called me depressed. I never called it depressed. I just called it bullshit. Like, this is just my life, whatever. And at some point I solved for that depression by achieving what I call fulfillment, clarity on where I wanted to go, on why I was going there. Why am I working out so hard every day to get to where I want to go? So creating a vision not only gives you goals, but it also gives you a very obvious why. Why am I working so hard? Why am I trying so hard? Why am I pushing through boredom and pain and anxiety and all this stuff, whatever? Why am I leaning into new things, uncomfortable things every day? And that's to create the life that I want to live. That's to move towards my vision, to move towards upgrade myself into becoming the person who I want to be, who's able to create the life that I want to live. That's why I'm working so hard. And granted, your why does not have to stop there. You can make it many more layers deeper. You could be doing this for your mom. You could be doing this for your family. You could be doing this to fulfill your potential. You could be doing this for God. You could be doing this for your pets. You could be doing this for your partner. You want to live a life by your own design with your partner, right? There's lots of strong whys, but once you have a why, you can push through and endure, Nietzsche said, anyhow. Okay, man can endure almost anyhow if he has a why. Tony Robbins says when you're creating your vision, start with 3 things. None of them are how, okay? The 3 things that you're going to start with to create a vision. Yes, it's asking questions. Who do I want to be? What do I want to drive? How much do I want to make? What business do I want to be in? It's all of those things, right? If you know you want to live in Italy, then you know you need a passport and you need to make some money to get to Italy because that's where you want to live. But if you don't know that, then you'll never, of course, do it. Tony Robbins says you need these 3 things to start creating your vision. What are they? You need the what. What do you want? You need the why. Why do you want it? Why are you after it? Why are you going to keep going when it gets hard? And you need, of course, the who. Who already has that what? Okay. The how reveals itself through you taking action, upgrading yourself, learning every day, engaging in self-development. And I would encourage you to prioritize self-development. It should be, in my opinion, your highest priority, self-development. Because if you can do that, if you can upgrade the inner, if you can upgrade you, the external will develop itself. It will start to fall into place and upgrade itself, right? Focused inward to upgrade the external. Don't focus outward to upgrade the internal. It's never going to work. People try their whole lives running around trying to work hard on random things and they never get anywhere. Why? Because they're not developing themselves, and you'll never exceed the level in your life of your self-development. So you need to prioritize developing yourself. And I even think in a relationship, you should both prioritize developing yourselves and then coming together to develop the life that you want to create. In my opinion, that's what I think is the most effective way to move forward. It is the most effective way to achieve goals. It is the most effective way to achieve change, which is actually what you're leaning into. And decide now that you're going to create this extraordinary life this year and that you're going to lean into change, because change is the only way to become better. Jim Rohn said, if you want change in your life, then you need to change inside you. You need to change. You need to upgrade yourself in your health, in your wealth, in your mind, in your relationships, right? In your emotions, in your spirituality, right? Pray. Right? Back to earlier, what I was saying about upgrading all areas of your life, right? Engage in holistic self-development. Don't leave one area hanging. Upgrade your health, wealth, relationships, happiness, emotions, all that stuff, right? And that's why I have the habits I have, the meditation, the reading, right? The praying, the writing, the thinking, the building, the walking, the eating good, right? The sleeping good. I have those things because they upgrade all of those areas or each of those areas respectively. And then they come together because everything is interconnected. How you are one way is how you are every way, right? If you pour lots of time and effort into your relationships and your health, you can pour lots of time and effort into your business because it's the same thing. It's showing up consistently. It's enduring pain. It's pushing through boredom. It's doing it when you don't feel like doing it, right? All of those things apply to all areas of life. And so you can upgrade yourself, change your entire life by just deciding to prioritize self-development, to prioritize it because you know it's what's needed to become the person you want to be, to create the life you want to live. Why? Because you have goals and a vision that you're not able to create yet, and that's only because you're not the person you need to be yet. And the person you need to be, the difference between the person who already has your life and the person you are today is simply a chasm, a big gap of skills. And if you can, which you can, acquire those skills with the growth mindset, right? With setting a clear vision of where you want to go, with having a why to push you through all the hard times. If you can acquire those skills, then you'll become that person who can create the life, and you'll live the life that was once in your dreams, but now in your reality. So that's almost all that I've got for you guys today. I'm going to wrap it up here soon. But I hope this helped you. I hope this inspires you. I hope this gets you as excited for the new year, energized for the new year as I am myself, because I just wanted to literally hop on here and do that for you guys and kick off the new year almost for myself, for you guys, with my content, with my business, because I am going to go harder this year. I cannot wait, like I said, to write more, to read more, to build more, to upgrade more, to give more, to share more, to think more, to show up more conferences, to show up and network and make new connections and add value to those people. It's going to be exciting. I cannot wait. I hope you guys are excited for your new year as I am for you, because I do believe in you. And that's because as a human, you have an unlimited capacity for change, a fucking massive capacity for change. And I like seeing what people become. And if I go back to what I was saying just a few minutes ago, if you looked at me 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, before I started self-development, before I picked up my first book, which was Think and Grow Rich, by the way, before I did that, you would have seen a kid, a man, a child, a person, whatever. You would have seen a 20-year-old person who was lost, hopeless about where he was going to go, about the future, confused about how he should start that process, who had some goals, but they were very vague. I want to be rich. I want to be more confident. Like, they're very vague goals. And when your goals are vague, you'll never hit them. So you need to get specific, but you'll only get specific if you start defining the vision that's very vague. Like, it's gonna start vague, but your vision creating process is iterative. It goes on forever. You'll probably never get it right, but it will develop. I promise you, it will develop. And when it does, you'll start moving towards that life that you want to live, that clear vision of that amazing life. And as you get there, as you get halfway there, you might even change it a little bit. And you'll say, actually, I don't want to go left anymore. I want to go right, but I'm so glad I came this far, because otherwise I would never even have been able to choose right. Right? And so you just need to start upgrading yourself, building yourself for that life that you want to live, and you'll figure out the how along the way. And you would have seen a person who was depressed. You would have seen me who was watching porn, playing video games, smoking weed all day. And now, do I still smoke? Do I still have some bad problems or whatever, some bad habits? Of course, right? But I don't smoke all day. I don't smoke 15 times a day. I smoke like once every other day, right? And certain things like this. So I'm not perfect, and no one is. So when you're watching other people who look perfect online, know that 1, it's bullshit. Know that 2, stop comparing yourself, because comparing is the thief of joy. Comparing is the thief of productivity, because it's the thief of joy. And the thief of joy is the thief of energy. And the thief of energy means you're not going to do shit because you have no energy. So you got to summon up your best self every single day. Make a decision now to have the best year of your life, to create the best year of your life, to start upgrading yourself, to make the decision that you're going to live an extraordinary life, because you can, right? Extraordinary people became that way. They started out as ordinary. So as Steve Jobs says, the world around you, all the great things you have, all the great things you love, all the great things your family loves, the world around you was created by people no smarter than you. Okay? And you have to accept that. You have to allow yourself to believe that. Repeat it over and over and over until it becomes your new belief. Because beliefs drive behavior. That's a whole different topic for a different video, a different day. But beliefs drive behavior. So you need to start editing your beliefs. As you read books, as you listen to podcasts, you'll start adopting new beliefs. Those beliefs will create a new life. It will almost be like magic. Upgrading yourself, watching your life upgrade as you just focus on yourself, reading books, meditating, working out, building relationships. As you upgrade yourself, your life will start to upgrade, and it will seem like magic to you, not only yourself, but also to others, right? Because it's almost insane. The compounding effect that upgrading yourself has on your life, like I said, the unlimited capacity you have as a human for change, for acquiring skill, is fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's almost like magic. And the reason Elon Musk can be at where he is not because he does some crazy big thing every day. He has the same time as you. He has the same energy as you. He has the same hours in the day as you, whatever. He has all those same tools and resources as you. Time, energy, attention. It's just the difference in where he focuses it. If you just do small things every single day, if you've never read the book Atomic Habits, read it. If you just do small things every single day, you can compound into an amazing person, right? We don't hit the gym for 15 hours in a day and get ripped. We hit the gym for 30 minutes a day for every day of the rest of our life, and we get fucking ripped, and it changes our life. We don't read 100 books in a day and become hyper intelligent. We do read 20 minutes a day for every single day and apply that knowledge as we learn it into our life and become hyper intelligent. So as you can see, it is all about atomic habits, small habits that make massive change. You just have to start adopting them. You need to start aligning your beliefs, your thinking, your behaviors, your habits with that of successful people in the areas that you want to be successful. So your first job is, before we end this video, your first job is to define your vision for the life you want to live by the end of 2025, right? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Who already has it, right? You need to define that vision because that vision gives you the ideas, the information that you need to start developing the habits to become the person you want to be. Why? Because that vision is your definition of success, and your definition of success is all that matters. Again, don't let anybody guilt trip you into what is success or what isn't. Define your own success. Find people who are great at those things. That's your successful people, right? A successful person doesn't have to be a billionaire. It can be a multimillionaire who has a great family and is a great dad, whatever. And start defining your own success, define your own vision, and then find people who are successful at those things and start copying and emulating them and doing what they do. Go to the places they go, adopt the habits they have, adopt the values they have, start eating the foods they eat, right? Do everything they do because you'll become that way just by doing those things that they do. Because the human life ultimately boils down to the things you do. You are exactly who you should be right now because of all the behaviors you've done up until this point. And so one of the fundamental things that you can do to become a better person, to become somebody who lives a better life, who creates a better life, is simply to adopt the idea, the value that everything in your life is your fault. Everything in your life is your fault. If you've never read the book Extreme Ownership, it's up here actually. Read that shit, man. Read that shit. And the one under it too, The Magic of Thinking Big. I'm going to link all these books down below because they changed my life. Extreme Ownership. Take responsibility, full responsibility for every single thing that happens in your life. Never blame somebody else. Never blame some event. Never blame the government, the economy, sickness. Never blame anything else. Why? Because if you want to be able to change, you need power. And when you blame something else, as the saying goes, where the finger's pointed, the power goes. And so if you always point all 10 fingers at you, no matter what happens in your life, you always have all the power. And so don't give your power away to your sister, your mom, your friend, this person who wronged you. It doesn't matter. If you're doing that, you're giving them the power. You're giving the very thing you hate all the power over changing your life because you're waiting for them to come change you. But in reality, all you have to do to change yourself is point all 10 fingers at you. Take all that power back from them. Rob them of that power that is yours, rightfully yours, and then use it to change your own life. So create your vision. If you guys want any more explanation on any one part of this video that I just felt like I got inspired to shoot for you guys, drop it in the comments. Send me a DM. Send me a message and we can hop on a video call and chat. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. I want to help you. I want to help me help you. And so I'm going to keep upgrading me, but I want to help you upgrade you because that's all that matters. If we want to make impact on the world, all you have to do is get somebody to change and get yourself to change so that you're able to make somebody else change. So I'll see you guys again very soon. I'm sure of that. Have a fucking wonderful day. Have a wonderful year. Go create it. Make that happen because you can. Because you can. You have that power. All of it is in your control. It is not somebody else's, right? I'll see you guys soon. Peace.